Masechah Shabbos Daf Kuf Chav Hey. The Gemara says that if you have a part of a kli that broke off, you let it metaltal it, but if you throw it into the ashpa, then it's osur. So the Gemara asks, if the fact that you threw it into the ashpa is a reason why it should become osur, so if you throw a glima, you throw a garment into the garbage, will also become muktzah. On that, the Gemara answers no. That if you throw it into the garbage before Shabbos, then it's osur. And Tosfos says that specifically a part of a kli, if you throw it into the ashpa before Shabbos, is osur. However, a glima, according to the Gemara's teretz, if a garment, if you throw it into the garbage before Shabbos, it will not become muktzah. Bchatzkel Abramsky in his Pirush on Tosefta asks, how do you understand the Gemara? What's the difference between the Gemara's Havamina and the Gemara's Maskona? In the beginning, if we're talking about on Shabbos, the Gemara compares it to glima also, but if you should become muktzah by throwing it to the ashpa, and since the Gemara answers it before Shabbos, therefore you can't be medam with the glima. What's the difference? So he explains, and the emes the same pshat as before in the Blessed Moshe Horowitz in his Agoyis, that the Gemara's Havamina and the Gemara's Teretz are two totally different halachas. The Gemara and the Havamina was understanding by the fact that you put the shivrei kli into the garbage, you mevatel it from the Torah's kli. It's a din bittul in the Torah's kli, and therefore the Gemara understands hu adin a glima also. You throw a piece of clothing into the ashpa also should mevatel from Torah's kli, but it's not midin haktzor that you mekatze das from it. Because be'emtze Shabbos, it's not chal muktzah, a muktzah l'chatzi Shabbos, he's mefalpel. In such a situation, it will pertain to halacha of a muktzah l'chatzi Shabbos. But the Gemara's maskona is that you specifically threw it into the ashpa, so then it's midin haktzor hu de akasinan Allah, the mekatze das from the shivrei kli. So therefore, Tosfos says that will not pertain to a glima, because a glima, if you mekatze das from a glima, it doesn't pass b'chlal because it's bottle daite eitzel kolodim. People are mekatze das from their usable garments. The Meister the Chazon Ish disagrees with this pshat from the Chazon Cheskel Blessed Moshe Horowitz. He says that the Maskona Sagamora, also, when you throw into the ashim b'yoyim, it's midin bittul. It's not because you mekatze das, it's because you mevatel the shem kli, and be'emes it's mashma like that in Shulchan Aruch. And the Chazon Ish speaks out that over here you mevatel the shem kli, and even if you afterwards you will take it out, or someone else will take it out from the garbage, they will not be able to make it not muktzah. And he explains, because since the only Torah's kli over here by the shivrei kli is because it has a din kli agav alviv, so how much you throw it into the ashba, it's bottle the shem kli totally. And if you go and take it out of the ashba, you can't make it into a din kli. However, the Chazon Ish speaks out. We find that if you have a beged of ashirim that's chazi faniyim, and the oisher throws the beged into the garbage, the halacha is that if an ani comes and takes it out of the garbage, that's not muktzah. And he explains because over there, mi'ikr din muktzah, this is a garment that's chazi for ani. So how much an ani comes and takes it out of the ashpa, that's mevatel, the bittul and the haktzor of the osher. In this halacha, there's interesting ha'ara in Yukvega and Shulchan Aruch. Yukvega asks, that's mavur in the Magen Avram, that if you threw it into the ashma after Shabbos, so it had a din kli b'yoyim, you let it metaltal on Shabbos. So Yukvega says, what happens if you're not sure? If you find something in the ashma on Shabbos and you're not sure if this kli was put here before Shabbos and now it's muktzah, or it was put here on Shabbos and it's not muktzah because it was chazi ben hashmoshes. And Kvega says, Perhaps you could say, you could put on chazaka because chazaka the mikara, that it was the kli was mutil, the shtamish boy. But then he says, perhaps you'll say that's a davar sheish lamatirin, since you can metaltal it after Shabbos, and davar sheish lamatirin, there are those that say you can't go basar roiv, so the same way you don't go basar roiv, perhaps you don't go basar chazaka. And he says that if it's in a place that you can't be metaltal on Shabbos, the place is out of the Erev, so it's probable that it came before Shabbos. Ayin the Svasemas in the Birchas Avram that says that Reb Kiva says that muktzah is considered davar sheish lamatirin is not like the Tzlach and the Yehuda that say that the only time you say davar sheish lamatirin, you don't go basar chazaka, you don't go basar roiv, is not bottle, is only by midid achila, that you don't have to eat it today, you can eat it tomorrow. So therefore, it's davar sheish lamatirin, you don't have to be semel chazaka, you can eat it tomorrow. However, midid the tiltul, like tiltul muktzah, that you can metaltal every single day. So therefore, there's no svara b'chlal that adshe techlena be'issa techlena beheter, because you have a right to metaltal it today and metaltal tomorrow. So it wouldn't pertain the halacha of davar sheish lamatirin b'chlal. I in the Bir Halacha that writes that Kvega Sofik is only by a ashba. However, if you find it in Rosh Hashanah, that you could say that no one threw it there bidas, then it's posha that'll be mutter. Moving further on, the Gemara brings the halacha of Tanur Kirayim Yutats, that the halacha is that a Tanur is mekabel tumah, and Rashi speaks out that the chiddush is, even though it's mechubel lekarka, it's still mekabel tumah midin Tanur. Rashi Al Torah says that the din of Tan is mekabel tumah is only metaltalin. The Goyayin, the Mizrachi, a Matmi on Rashi Al Torah, many rayas that the halacha that Tanner is mekabel tumah is coming to mechadish, that even though it's mechubel lekarka, it's mekabel tumah. It's mefurish like that in the Rambam in Seif Perek Hey Keilim. Toisis and Baba Basra says that in the Gabed halacha of mocher Abayis, if you mocher the Tanner, and Toisis says that a Tanner is not so much mechubel lekarka, because we find that a Tanner is mekabel tumah. Rabbi Chanan asks that, how do you see from the fact that Tanner mekabel tumah that's not so much mechuber, the Chortz Exeris Akosav, like the before over here in Rashi and the Rambam Pirush Mishnah, is that even though it's mechubel lekarka, it's still mekabel tumah. In the Sefer Mishnah says Shabbos, answers of B'chanan's kasha and toises and Baba Basra, according to Yisoid is Mavur in the Reb Chaim, that there's two halachas in the fact that mechubel lekarka is not mekabel tumah. One is that mechubel lekarka is not mekabel tumah, and one is that something that's mechubel lekarka doesn't have a din kli. So the Mishnah Shabbos says that it's mechadish in the pasuk that a Tanner is mekabel tumah is mechadish, that even though it's mechubel lekarka, it still has a din kabbalas tumah, but it's still not mavur that has a din kli. So on that, Toisis in Babas is saying that it's not so much mechuber and it has a shame kli of Kabbalah's tumah. However, but the Mishnah Shabbos is Ma'oyer, the Lamais in Mikdash David, the Chazin Ish, and Zeicha Yitzchak, and Mechiach, that the halacha, the Tanner's mekabel tumah, is not midin Kabbalah's tumas keilim, it's a tumah mechudeshes, and in the Rambam it's a tumah mechudeshes, even a kli made out of dirt that is not choz the Kabbalah's tumah is mekabel tumah by tumas Tanner, as long as you can mekayim the halacha of Tanner Kirayim Yutats, it's roif in the titzo, mash ein kain by kli avonim and kli matchis is not curl in the titza. And the Mikdash David speaks out that according to this, if you have a hole in the kli matchis and you fill it up with Amidi the shaykh netitza, it's mekabel tumah because it's a kli that's shaykh netitza, not because midin maimed va'ayin shah.